Hello Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel for those of you who've been here before, and for those of you who haven't been here before but have come over to check out my channel, welcome. My name is Colette and this channel is called Inspiring Life Changes. I am an intuitive tarot reader with over 30 years of experience, and this reading today is a reading for Sagittarius. That is Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising and Cusp Sagittarius. If you don't know where those placements are, there will be a link in the description box down below for you to go and check that out. You may know where your sun sign is, but you may not know which degree it's actually at in your natal chart. And understanding more about your natal chart can also give you a bigger understanding of what is actually taking place around you astrologically at this time as well. And you can kind of learn more about astrology as you go into your chart, and also find out more about yourself and how you think and feel as a person because of the astrology as well. So for you cross watchers, you may also want to check out your own natal chart, link down below as well, and also check out, because this is a love reading, this is the Sagittarius and question mark reading that I'm doing today. So check out your Venus signs, both Sagittarius and Sagittarius cross watchers. Check out your Venus sign because it is a love reading, and Venus has recently moved into the sign of Cancer. It has just left Gemini, where it has been residing for about probably, I think about 7-8 weeks maybe it was there altogether, because it went retrograde and had to go back and forward, or forward and back and forward again. So, and then it had to actually come out of the sign of Gemini itself as well. So it's been there for some time. But now it's shifted, and the energy of Venus is going to shift along with that as well. So it's going to have more of a Cancerian energy about it. So hopefully the energy in your own relationships will kind of reflect this as well. So you may want to check out where your Venus is in your chart, and also which house it's in as well, because that will give you more of an understanding on a personal level as to what it's all been about for you. So with all that being said, I'm going to start this reading. Before I do, I will actually say there will be 2 decks of cards. This is the deck of cards that I will be using for the cross watcher. Now, for the previous readings I have done, this was the first deck of cards that I used, but for some reason when I was laying out these cards, I was using the Good Tarot, and I was halfway through laying them out, and I suddenly thought, that's not right. These are usually the deck that I've been using for the cross watcher. So you may want to actually cross those cards over if it feels like that they resonate better for you that way. But I just decided I was going to carry on anyway, because I kind of half laid the cards out before I realised what was happening. But I did find it quite interesting that up until now I have actually been using these as the first deck of cards. So whether that's significant or not, I don't know. So what I do is I get an overall picture, an overall flavour of the reading, of what's happening for yourselves with love. This is the Gilded Tarot deck here. I've separated all the suit of cups, and this is the card that came out for you today, Sagittarius. The 3 of Cups in reverse. And what I kind of picked up from this straight away was this feeling of mistrust, a sense of whatever has happened, because usually the 3 is about celebration. Usually the 3 is about something that is being celebrated as having come together, and then it's kind of like it's gone to another level. So it's gone beyond the initial attraction into the celebratory phase of, like, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to actually do this, we're going to have a relationship, we're going to work on this, etc. So it's kind of taken that extra step, the 3. But because it's in reverse, it feels to me as though there is this, like, because the cups are upside down, so everything's pouring out of them. Everything that was in these cups and was beginning to kind of be created here in this relationship is now all pouring out. It's all kind of pouring away. And I feel that that is because there is this mistrust here. And I feel as though it's on both sides as well, because at the bottom of the suit of cups today, we have this Six of Cups, which is about two people who have known each other for quite some time. There's like usually a very strong connection with the Six of Cups. It's a past energy. It can be even to do with childhood, and knowing each other that long, far back. And interestingly, being the six, it has these two sets of three cups here as well, which is another reason why I think there's a mistrust on both sides here. And underneath this, I've just noticed the Two of Cups, which is in reverse as well. I don't usually do this, but underneath that we also have the Ace. So that's interesting. We have the Ace, we have the 2, we have the 3 and the 6. So whatever has happened here, it started off, I feel, on some level it may have even started off quite one-sided. That one person may have felt more invested maybe than the other. But there is this sense of mistrust. There is this sense of, I don't know if I can trust this person anymore. I don't know if I want to continue with this relationship anymore. I don't know if I can rebuild on this relationship anymore. So let's see what comes out from this. We have as your first card today, Sagittarius, the 9 of Fire in reverse. And I'm seeing this as somebody who has tried, so before I continue, I'm just going to say that this, it's being set out in 3 sets of 3s. So the first row is presenting as your past energy, the middle row is presenting as your present energy, and the bottom row is presenting as your future energy. So it's like your past is creating your present energy, which is going to create your future energy, but your nothing is set in stone. Everything is changeable. There is always the ability, the free will to decide that you don't want to go down that path. If you have some kind of idea of where you're heading and you don't want to head down that path, then you can say, well, I'm actually going to make a difference here. I'm actually going to change this energy. I'm going to shift this, and I'm going to kind of send it in a different direction. So that being said, your past energy here is, for me, this is something being worked on. This is an energy for me of something that's being, it's kind of the 9 of Fire. I'm feeling it as more of kind of trying to change something. Trying to change it from what it was to something else. Whether this is a person that this is symbolically representing here, somebody trying to change somebody. Here, Sagittarius, this may relate to your own energy, somebody who is trying to change something about you because it's in reverse, or you were trying to change something about this other person, or it could be the actual relationship that you were working really hard on, trying to create something magical, perhaps. Or this other person was trying to create something magical. But it's an energy of, because it's a 9, it's kind of almost to completion, but not quite. And I always see this as the kind of magic energy of kind of realization of changing something. in the sense of like, you know, are these fireflies becoming stars or the stars becoming the fireflies? It's kind of this backwards and forwards kind of understanding of something. But today it's coming through for me as this energy of somebody trying to change something or somebody. But maybe because it's in reverse, it's almost like, you know, it wasn't allowed to just be, or what am I getting here? Like the creative life force energy that was within it, whether this again was a person or whether this was the situation, like the actual relationship here, it wasn't allowed to just kind of unfold and create itself. It was like there was a lot of trying to make it go a certain way and be a certain thing, is what I'm kind of picking up here, which in a way has backfired, because after that we get the Hangman energy, which is in reverse as well. So I'm feeling that this kind of backfired, and this person here, whether this is your energy, Sagittarius, this kind of energy of hanging in limbo, of almost creating something that didn't work out, which is what I'm feeling with this Three of Cups as well. And this energy of because it's in reverse, I'm feeling as though it's a situation where you found yourself, but you didn't put yourself in that situation. It was something that was kind of forced upon you. Similar to this energy here, it was almost like it was too much trying to control it in a way. And I don't know if this is your energy, Sagittarius, or whether this is the other person's energy, and you felt that you were being too controlled, too kind of boxed in maybe. But there was something that happened that caused this Hangman energy to come in and to break this connection, I feel. Because we have the Star energy come out in reverse after this as well. And what I'm picking up here with this Star energy in reverse is, again, that it was a reluctant place of being forced into. It is a healing energy here for me today. A very strong sense of something that is healing within. And it's kind of sense of trying to understand things on a deeper level here as well. And this urn here for me, or this, yeah, this pot that she carries, it kind of represents for me the medicine, the water of life, the healing energies around us. Also hope, but there's a sense here, because these are both in reverse, there is this sense of there is no hope. It's like it's whatever it was has gone, has left. That's the general feeling about this. There's a kind of feeling of quite a darkness around this as well. Like you're in the dark and having to find your own kind of inner light. A bit like the Hermit card, which actually does come out straight after this as well, interestingly. But I feel that it was something that was supposed to have kind of become more than it did. And you, Sagittarius, have had to again, I get this kind of sense of healing, this kind of sense of removing yourself. Removing yourself in a way of what am I getting here? This sense of removing. But again, I feel that there was this kind of, it was forced on you. Like there was a situation and it happened and you ended up having to, because these are both major arcana cards. So there were situations here that you couldn't avoid. These energies came in and you couldn't avoid them. Almost like a sense of growing up here as well, like maturing somehow. But we'll see what else comes out. So we do have this Hermit energy, like I was saying, which shows this kind of little face peeping out from behind this door here, this kind of in-between kind of world, if you like, this kind of, which I'm kind of picking up with this energy here as well, this kind of removing yourself from your outer world energy. And this, for me, in reverse here is saying that, because this is your present energy, it's like you've closed the door here, Sagittarius, you've closed this door, you've kind of shut yourself away. It's like you don't want to, I'm feeling the same kind of energy with this, it's like you don't want to be disturbed. There's an energy of I don't want to be disturbed here. I'm in this energy. And I'm going to make the best of it. Even though I don't particularly want to be in this situation, I'm having to make the best of it. I'm having to go on this kind of soul-searching journey of finding something deeper within myself here. And it's interesting because the Hangman energy did come out quite strongly in the Sagittarius reading that I did yesterday for the general read as well. So if you haven't watched that one, Sagittarius, you might want to go and have a look at that. But there is a whole row of keys out here as well, which I find quite interesting. It's like the keys are on the outside of the door. So it almost feels as though you've kind of locked yourself in and you can't open the door because you don't have that key anymore, Sagittarius. Like you've left the key on the outside for something else or somebody else to come and unlock that door. Maybe this is the door to your heart here, because there is a lot of soul searching going on. When you get the Hangman and the Hermit in the same read, I always feel as though there's a lot of kind of self-searching happening here. There's a lot of inner reflection that's taking place, and this card of hope and healing. And sometimes it's like I feel as though it's kind of, there was nothing else left but hope in this situation. But you had to cut it. But you haven't, I don't feel as though you've completely let it go. You haven't completely given up on it somehow. Because you have still got these feelings, this hope, this dream, this wish. Even though at the same time you're feeling as though it's kind of almost pointless. Like it's not going to get you anywhere. And there's a lot of blue there as well, I'm picking up on as well. So this could also be a lack of kind of communication that's happening here as well. Kind of this blue throat chakra energy. But this Hermit, again, because you have gone within and you're soul searching, looking for bigger answers, looking for the, I feel, looking for the reasoning as to kind of what happened here. What happened here when it had so much potential and so much promise about it? How did it end up in this situation? It could be third party related, but I don't feel as though it fully is. It could be for some of you Sagittarius out there, third party, because the 3 can indicate third party and it is in reverse. But I get more a feeling of distrusting the actual situation. The connection. Distrusting the connection is what I'm picking up here. And this could also be what this is here as well. This connection. And also this healing star energy. Because this is about being connected with everything. And it's kind of that realization of everything is connected. But I'm feeling today, because it's in reverse, that it's about this distrust and giving up all hope on it. So that's the Hermit energy as well. And in the very center of your reading, which for me is the heart of the reading, it's the energy that comes in and goes back out again. A kind of creative point in a way. And where you're at this time. Queen of Water. And she has a similar energy for me today as this Hangman here as well. And also very Hermit energy. It's like you have closed off here, Sagittarius. I'm feeling you have closed off. You have kind of shut that door. You have gone within. You're in this kind of submerged emotional realm of seeking something deeper. And this kind of all this here for me also represents this kind of like bigger connection to something else. It's like you're going within and you're connecting to your higher vibration here, your higher self. You're looking to find your higher, like your own happiness as well within yourself, your own happiness, your own what makes you happy, what gives you contentment, what it is that you bring possibly even to a relationship. Not just about what it is that you need from a relationship, but what is it that you also bring to a relationship? What is it that you can offer in a relationship? Because the Queen of Water is all about sensitivity and love and compassion and kindness, and it's like she's going, or you Sagittarius are going within to find and those answers about how you yourself, what it is that you yourself bring into. That's kind of what I'm picking up more than anything else today. Bring into a relationship. And at the same time, what is it that you also create within that relationship by doing so? There is a kind of serenity here as well. There is this kind of acceptance, I feel. Whereas with this energy, it was much more, I feel, forced energy. Like you had to do it because the situation kind of put you into that energy. But this is kind of an acceptance. It's like having gone deeper into yourself here. There's an acceptance. You're kind of accepting that this is where you are and this is what you're supposed to be doing at this time. And it feels good. It feels right. It feels as though you're in the right place, the right space. And it is, for me, it's about this deeper understanding of your own qualities, in a way. And also a sense of kind of your own uniqueness, your own specialness, because she's very elaborate here in this. She kind of, like, with all her beading and her shells and her wonderful kind of things flowing from her hair and her feathers and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of saying to me, there's also this shell here as well, which is at the very top of her forehead. I don't know if you can see that, which is kind of right above her third eye chakra. So there is also this very intuitive awareness around this energy here. But there is also this uniqueness that you're kind of becoming more aware of, Sagittarius, through this process. Of your own special abilities, I suppose, emotional understanding of things as well. There is an emotional intelligence with the Queen of Water. She does have an emotional intelligence. She picks up on things that most people are completely oblivious to. And she has an understanding of things on a much deeper level. It can be psychic energy as well, very strongly within the Queen of Water energy, because she kind of submerges herself into that subconscious realm here. So she will pick up on kind of tiny little nuances, tone of voice, maybe body language. She seems to kind of have this awareness of things before they happen as well. And we have, as the next card here, very different energy, the Queen of Earth. And I say very different energy. It's interesting because water and earth go very well together, because the water is kind of soaked up by the earth. So the earth is kind of receptive to this energy. The water energy here is going to represent, of course, the signs of the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. And the earth energy is going to represent the Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn signs. But this has come out in reverse. And so I feel as though there's this kind of strong stubbornness here as well. And with this Hermit card, there's a similarity for me today with this Hermit card, because Hermit can be seen as the Virgo energy. It is the kind of earth energy here as well. Virgo being earth. Virgo is also, though, ruled by Mercury, and it's also ruled by Chiron. So there's also a kind of healing energy happening here as well. But I feel as though there's this kind of stubbornness here. And again, this kind of sense of not being available, Sagittarius, that you're just not available. And even though her eyes are very, very, very kind of slightly open, you can see it better if you kind of hold it that way. But when it's upside down, these eyes do look to me as though they are shut, fast, shut, closed, not wanting to take anything in, just in this kind of oblivious world maybe. And I feel as well just kind of concentrating on your own needs here, Sagittarius. This could be you, this could be the person that you're dealing with. But it just feels like an energy of something that's very kind of like really sticking your feet in the ground, like just really. And of course, being a Sagittarius, even though it's a fire energy, as a Sagittarius you are a centaur, half horse, so you can also be quite stubborn as well and kind of stick those hooves in the ground when you feel like it and not budge. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here as well, is this kind of sense of like, I am not budging. This is it. Could even be, these are my terms, these are my boundaries. If it's not how I want it, then I'm not interested, is kind of what I'm picking up here today. Kind of don't come at me with anything else. You either accept that, you either, possibly even to do with this energy here, of feeling like, you know, that this person was trying to change you and that you are quite happy with your own identity here. And that if this person isn't happy with you the way you are, then why are they wanting to be involved with you? If they're trying to change something about you, then why are they even bothering? And that's kind of what I'm picking up here. It's like, you know, you either take me as I am, but I don't feel as though that's being communicated. I think that there's this kind of standoff at the moment. There's this standoff. But your future energy, what you're creating, what you're moving into, is this sense of, for me, the Two of Earth is always about the past and the present, or the future energy. This kind of juggling, leaving the past behind, moving into the future, but not quite there, kind of still being pulled back into the past energy, but wanting to move into the future. It's come out up the right way. So there is a sense of you, and she's looking up at this energy, which for me is the future energy here. And she's kind of giving more of her attention to the future energy rather than staying stuck in this past energy. But the past energy is still there. It's like she hasn't let go of it, or you, Sagittarius, haven't let go of it. And again, it doesn't have to be a she that I'm talking to here. I'm only saying that because this is the card depiction. So again, either gender, it makes no difference. So there is this energy of kind of backwards and forwards, kind of pulling and pushing energy here, being pulled into your future, but still being kind of, or pushed into your future, sorry, should I say, or you could be being pulled, but also kind of like, you know, still having this attachment to the past, not quite yet having let it go. Maybe still having to come to terms with things in your past, reevaluate things from your past. What is it that you want to bring into your future? Because when we move forward, we don't just let go of everything. It's kind of like, you know, what is of value to me here? What do I need to bring into my future which is going to benefit me? And what do I need to drop? What do I need to let go of here? And the next card we have out here is the Messenger of Water. So again, we have this emotional energy, and it's come out underneath this Queen of Water energy as well. So it is in reverse, But there's a kind of interesting dynamic going on here, I feel. And I feel it's to do with, well, it's the messenger is always the Knight of Water. It's that movement, as I was talking about, this kind of movement forward here. Your future energy in the sense of, like this little seahorse is the messenger. And he's very small compared to this energy here. He's very small. So for me, it's kind of saying that there's somebody here who wants to come and possibly apologize for their past actions. Maybe make you an offer here. Messenger, Knight of Cups, bringing something forward. But it is in reverse. So there is this sense of it being maybe not enough. Maybe whatever it is that you feel that they have to offer here isn't enough. She is just opening her eyes here as well, which is interesting because with this energy she's totally kind of sleeping, and with this energy she's just beginning to open her eyes to take a look at it. But again, being in reverse, it looks to me as though her eyes are like these ones here. You know, they're kind of much more asleep than awake here. And maybe it's going to take more than one attempt as well here. Maybe it's going to take more from this than just this kind of one message, or one, like somebody may send a message to you, Sagittarius, and you may just think, I'm not going to bother answering that. Like that's just meaningless to me. Why should I even bother? It says nothing. It doesn't tell me anything that I want to hear. It's just meaningless. So you may be feeling I get this really kind of sticking, like I was saying, stubborn energy of kind of really digging your heels in here, Sagittarius. And again, both being upside down, very kind of similar sense of this person could really be quite kind of intimidated by you as well, Sagittarius. They may be very, very kind of like they may find your energy quite overwhelming, quite powerful. That may also be why they were kind of trying to change it. Maybe they needed to feel as though they were more in control here by doing that. But it didn't work. It didn't get them the desired result, shall we say. And I don't feel that this is going to get the desired result at this time either. And this is your future. This is what's being created. This is what's coming in for you. And lastly, we have the intuitive energy here of the High Priestess. And again, very similar. But it's like here, you're kind of emerging out of that depth. I'm going to just put these three cards together because for me they've got a very similar kind of thing about them going on here. I actually put that Hermit on that side. So there's this kind of process that's happening here, I feel, of you kind of shutting yourself away, because the Hermit card, of course, is a major arcana card as well. And you've gone into this deeper world, this deeper subconscious world of kind of healing and with this kind of looking for answers for what happened previously as to why this energy didn't bring the results that you were hoping for, like I was saying. But I feel on some level here, Sagittarius, you are kind of coming out of this energy and also this energy here as being much more aware of your own part in everything. And when I say part in everything, it's like you're much more aware of your how can I put this, like your connection to the whole. And this could also be the energy that this person may have been trying to change or couldn't quite understand about you or wasn't open to knowing about it. This energy of something very aware, like an awareness, like a much bigger awareness of things. Like I was saying, this energy here, the Queen of Water, she knows things. She's very intuitive. She's very, she has this emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence being something where you pick it up without being spoken. You just know. It's a knowing, an understanding on an emotional level. And so this may be coming through for you much, much, much stronger, Sagittarius. You may have kind of unlocked this within yourself as well. Maybe this is what this journey has been about. Unlocking this. And as I'm saying that, I'm beginning to get goosebumps. So it's kind of sounding to me as though this is a big part of what is going on in your life at this time, Sagittarius, is you kind of unlocking this energy that you are not going to back down from. In that sense, it's like, this is who I am, this is me, this is my... And again, you may want to look at the general read that I did for Sagittarius yesterday. If you haven't looked at that read, there's a kind of similar vein running through this card reading here today as well. Very, very similar, very interesting in the sense of yesterday's reading was about somebody finding that power from within themselves, like really kind of going on a journey, self-discovery journey. And it seems to be the similar story here as well. Very similar story. But because she's come out upright, she's kind of saying to me here that you are fully accepting of this energy now, Sagittarius. This energy, you're going to step into this energy. It's going to become, I feel, like a bigger part of your life even. Like it's going to really kind of kick in, and people are going to really notice it as well. And they're going to really see it within you and understand, have a bigger understanding of you as a person, as you accept it more and more for yourself as well, Sagittarius. This is the energy of the kind of subconscious Pisces realm, the 12th house, which kind of represents the void, if you like, the kind of, how can you express it? It's like the connection to everything, 12th house energy. Ruled by Neptune. And Neptune being the planet of kind of no boundaries. And this is very kind of like no boundaries energy. This is kind of, yeah, I'm kind of picking up this energy of being very aware of things on another level, different realm entirely. Working with a different realm entirely. Almost like stepping into something. Stepping into something is what I'm kind of picking up here. Like you're going to step into this realm and you're going to realise how it's always been that part of you. And there's an innocence here as well about the High Priestess. There's a kind of like a wisdom, but it's also a younger energy in the sense of something eternal is kind of what I'm picking up here. It's like an eternal energy. Like you're going to tune into this eternal energy. So let's see what's going to happen with this other person here that you have a energetic connection with, Sagittarius. And I feel it's kind of what's brought all this about in many ways as well. It's kind of originally when you went into that hermit mode, you went in with kind of a particular idea in mind of finding out about what happened within your relationship. But the more you've gone into this hermit mode, the more you've kind of discovered these parts of yourself. And the more determined you are, I feel, with this Queen of Earth energy as well, the more determined you are to not allow anything to change that, to deny that to you. And now you've, as I was saying, with the Two of Earth, this kind of energy of backwards and forwards, past and present, kind of what am I going to take into my future here? This sense of oh, okay. Yeah, I feel this is part of the acceptance as well that you're going through here. Part of the acceptance of letting go, because there's a lot of murkiness around this energy as well, this past energy. Kind of this, a lot of misunderstandings, I feel, maybe. That's how it's coming through for me today. Misunderstandings, confusion, not seeing clearly. Whereas now you are kind of seeing things a lot more clearly. And the kind of more clearer you get about things, the more you're going to accept what took place. And we have over the top of this energy of the Nine of Fire, double Nine of Fire. So that's really interesting. This happened actually, I think it was yesterday in your reading as well. I can't remember which card it was, but I'm sure, oh, it was the Eight. It was the Eight of Fire yesterday. You got two Eight of Fires come out together. So there's obviously a lot of kind of creativity here, but it has been blocked. So again, I do feel as though there was something that was supposed to have become more than it did. Yeah. And I feel as though there was a disappointment on both sides here, because you were both wanting it. You were both hoping for something out of this, something kind of remarkable, something that was kind of, as I'm feeling that with this Six of Cups energy as well, with this Two of Cups underneath, and then the Ace of Cups energy all coming out with that Three there as well. So you were both in the same energy. You were both kind of maybe blocking each other, maybe changing each other, or trying to change each other. Or maybe you were feeling more that the other person was trying to change you, or the actual relationship itself again. Maybe you were both coming at it from different angles as well, possibly here. Even though it's the same energy, you may have both been coming at it from kind of opposing ideas here. So I do feel that there was this this struggle. Nine of Wands can also be a struggle, kind of trying to make something come together, which maybe wasn't even the right time, or it wasn't meant to be at all. For some of you that could be the case, for others it could be more to do with there's something weird going on here today, Sagittarius. You have got the Seven of Swords, which was underneath. So there's a sense of deception here. But over the top of this Seven of Swords, you've got the Sacrifice card, which again is this Hangman energy. So twice now, you have both got the same energy going on here. But this person feels as though there was deception involved. This person feels as though they were cheated or possibly lied to. Something and I think that's to do with maybe this energy here of something that was supposed to have been more than it was. Again, with this Six of Cups energy here, it does feel like there's some very deep connection going on here, especially seeing as you've both got these cards coming out. Over the top of each other twice, it's quite remarkable, like I was saying. This one's come out the right way up. So there was this, both of you ended up in this kind of sacrifice energy. Both of you have ended up in this energy of feeling that you've had to leave something. Move away from something. Let something go. But this person, I feel, still holds a lot of, I don't know if it's anger or angst, or I feel as though there's this sense of again, it's this kind of mistrust here, this sense of mistrust. So whoever this person is for you, that you have this energetic connection with, and I feel as though it is a very deep energetic connection that you have with this person, possibly even previous lifetimes here, or it goes back to very kind of childhood connection. Somebody who's been in your life for a long time, I feel, Sagittarius. Somebody who you have known for many years here. Yeah, so the energies are very similar, like I was saying. They also feel as though, but I feel as though they may well have been the one who walked away from this as well, with this Seven of Swords here. They may have been the one who kind of left this situation and put themselves into this place of self-sacrifice. Because nothing was resolved. It's kind of what I'm feeling here. Nothing was resolved. Oh, that's interesting as well, because you have the sun and the moon in this card as well. In the background here, the sun and the moon, which is supposed to be very auspicious sign. If you see the sun and the moon together in the sky, it's supposed to be an auspicious symbol. And this person's carrying something with them as well. It's like they're carrying a baby. But that could be symbolic. It could be maybe that somebody left with a child. For some of you Sagittarians out there, maybe there was a child involved. Somebody left your life and took a child of yours with them. But it could also be symbolic of kind of heading towards a new beginning, like carrying the baby could be symbolic of a new life, a new start. Something that's it's got growth in it, hope maybe. But I feel that this person, I do feel as though they kind of left, like that was them. It could also represent on some level, it can also represent carrying like baggage. It could also represent again this kind of symbology of something dear to them that they kind of carried with them, like some part of you that they may have taken with them that they weren't prepared to let go of fully. Because I do feel as though this hasn't been resolved and there isn't a completion with this energy at this time. So that's far too many cards, not taking any of them. So the star energy. Star energy in reverse. Why is the star energy here for Sagittarius and the person that they have an energetic connection to? Intellectually, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Okay. There is a strong connection here. There is a strong attraction. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Staves always talks about this kind of charismatic, very dynamic, very magnetic kind of personality, and this person finds you incredibly of course it is your energy, Sagittarius, as well, so they are drawn to you, they are very deeply drawn to you, and maybe they feel very connected on some bigger level with you here as well because of the star energy. And we also have the Seven of Cups that has come out. So there has been a lot of confusion because this has come out in reverse. So there's been a lot of confusion for this person. It hasn't been an easy thing for them to just kind of walk away. And the Seven of Cups in reverse is kind of all of these options here. But I'm feeling more a sense of just everything becoming castles in the sky. Like, you know, things just built of sand, just not lasting. Yeah, castles in the sky, kind of fantasy energy of all the possibilities, all the potentials that could have happened. Emotionally, this person is very attached to to yourself here because of this energy that's come out. The Queen of Staves could also be Leo energy, could also be Aries energy, but I feel very strongly that it's got your kind of energy in that card, Sagittarius. This person is very drawn to you as a kind of magnetic personality. Something about you. And with this Seven of Cups here, there's this sense of it just all kind of turning into, I'm getting this kind of picture of sand castles and like the sea just washing it all away, just kind of whatever there was is no longer, it's just all kind of being swept away maybe. This person completely, I feel, gave up, and it's very similar again to this energy here as well, with your kind of sense of hopelessness. with the star energy in reverse, that, you know, kind of, what's the point? It's not going anywhere, it's not doing anything, it's just kind of this struggle. We have the Prince of Pentacles that's come out over the top. So this person in the present is very much kind of learning about their values here, what it is that they value, over the top of your Hermit energy card here. So while you've gone into this kind of closed off energy of kind of keeping that door shut, this person is looking to grow something. The Prince of Pentacles, they want to, I feel as though they're kind of wanting to the Prince of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles. Again, it's earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Princes or Knight energy, it's a very slow moving energy. It's an energy of being quite slowly, like almost like tortoise energy of kind of like believing that they will get there in the end. But in the meantime, they're kind of focusing on their own needs here, their own environment, what it is that they can create for themselves, build for themselves. It's a very independent energy as well, I find, with the Prince of Pentacles. This person could also be finding out their own value about themselves as well, like I was saying, this kind of sense of being independent, being strong, finding their own inner strength again, in a way. But I do also feel as though they haven't given up. There's kind of this strong, again, this earth energy is like a determination here. Keeping that focus. Even though you have closed the door, that focus is still there. And they have the King of Swords energy. That's interesting. Over the top of your Queen of Water. So there is very little, if any, communication going on at all here. Queen of Water, King of Swords. Yeah, this person is very much kind of focusing on their own energy at this time as well. Focusing on keeping themselves to themselves, doing their own thing, not getting involved. Cutting out any BS, I feel, as well. And just kind of King of Swords is an energy of being very, it's air energy, so it's Gemini, it's Libra, and it's Aquarius. So there's a kind of detachment within a King of Swords energy anyway. But when it's in reversed, it's almost like statue. It's almost like very kind of unapproachable, very kind of like like steely in a way, like a steely determination. It's a kind of different determination to the earth energy. It's almost like, you know, once their mind has been made up, then that's it. Once the decision has been made by this king. And when it's in reverse, the king may not be making particularly good decisions as well, because it could be coming from a kind of place of hurt and not particularly open to... That's what I'm feeling with this 7 here as well. With this 7, there's energy here of something being very... This person being hurt. Could even be self-deception here as well. Like this person is lying to them, or not lying to themselves. Well, yeah, kind of lying to themselves. Maybe even with this kind of fantasy energy here as well. But this person isn't wanting to look at the truth. Is what's come through here. This person doesn't want to look at the truth. This person really does not want to communicate. But they're also, unlike yourself, Sagittarius, is kind of going deeper into things. This person is just blocking everything. Like any kind of thought, it's just like, no. No, not entertaining that idea at all. I'm just going to cut that off right now at this root and just go and do something different. So, we have the Ace and the 2 come out together. So there is a new opportunity coming in for this person. Over the top of this Queen of Earth energy here. Your stubborn determination. This could be the opportunity I was talking about here with this card as well. This person kind of wanting to rebuild something. The Ace of Wands is kind of this sense of wanting to recreate something or create something new. The sun shining behind it. This person's kind of open to a new life, to things opening up for them. And they also have the 2 of Staves here as well. So it may be that they are coming to a point of feeling that there's nothing that they can do. She's got this, interestingly, this stave here in her hand there. And the other one is on the other side of the wall here. So this could represent your energy here. And this could represent their energy here. This energy is them kind of picking this one up and saying, right, okay, what can I do with it? What can I create? This is my new beginning. This is my new life. This is my path opening up in front of me. What am I going to do about it? How am I going to... because if you look at this stave as well, it's kind of full of growth. It's full of life. It's full of vitality and like fertility. And so again, this person could be this could be, as I was saying, this Queen of Fire energy, this stave here as well. This person has got this very strong, like physical attraction to you, sexual attraction, in fact, very strong. So they may kind of want to try and reignite something here, relight something up with you. For some of you, I feel that would be the case, and for others of you Sagittarians, this person is going to, because they're looking into their future. They're kind of like, you know, they've got their back turned here and they're looking ahead into their future. And they have their hand on that one ace. But I still feel as though that ace is kind of connected to your energy as well here. For some of you, maybe not for all of you Sagittarians, but I feel that for a lot of you out there, there is this strong connection, like I was saying, and it has not been resolved. So this person may try to come back round in the same kind of energy, because there's a lot of fire here as well. And you, or they may have already done so, Sagittarius, and you are kind of having none of it. You're kind of digging your heels in with this and saying that, you know, that's not like, that there's more to this than just that. Like, you know that there's something deeper here. You are aware of a deeper connection, or you're going to become very aware, or you are becoming aware of this deeper connection. And so this is kind of just not enough in that sense. This kind of sexual attraction, this kind of fiery kind of like, you know, let's just do it. Let's just start this relationship back up with just this sexual energy. And you're kind of like, no, that's not what this is about. So with the Two of Staves there as well, they may well kind of be having to rethink things as well. This could have already happened, or this could be an energy that's happening now, because it is your present energy. And you are very strongly determined, Sagittarius, I feel. Again, this could be the other way around. You can cross the cards over if it doesn't sound like the right way round. But I do feel as though it's kind of very much the Sagittarius energy is the earth energy here. The Queen. The very kind of stubborn, no. Digging my heels in. Like you either... kind of see this for what it is, which is much more than just this energy here, much more than just this sexual attraction. Now, this person does hold a torch for you though, definitely, definitely. And we have the Sun card come out for them, which is more fire, more flame. And it's come out over the Two of Earth energy here. So they may be getting this kind of clarity and this kind of insight and this kind of understanding of things on a deeper level. Again, it's got this kind of three energy about it here with these three sisters down here. And we've got these three dancing girls here as well. So... with this Three of Cups energy in reverse, but also this Six energy, as I was saying earlier as well, this kind of feeling of you both bringing in 3 cups here to this story. And maybe that was also the problem as well. Maybe the third cup was somebody that you both kind of brought into this relationship, in the sense of it being like something that came from your past that neither of you had actually dealt with, maybe. So maybe there was like a third party. Initially, there was a third person involved in the relationship, without you, either of you being aware of it. But there seems to be some clarity happening here. Because this person with the Sun is kind of like sudden realization. It's kind of suddenly seeing the light after stumbling about in the dark and realizing all along And it's upright as well. And again, I get this sense with this sun here. You've got the sun behind this wand here and the sun behind this this knight, I presume he is. The Zora. But I'm getting this kind of real sense of fire and passion and drive and dynamic, but there's also a sense of the Six of Wands energy in a way here as well, because this person's kind of riding high. It feels like kind of a victory here, but it's also feeling like a self-victory, like something, realization maybe that they're coming to. And it's over the top of your Two of Earth energy as well. So it may be to do with you kind of a breakthrough, to do with the past and the future energy that's happening here. For the pair of you maybe. This is the future energy. But it may well be this kind of realization, this breakthrough, this kind of sudden understanding, clarity, insights of what it's all about. There's also a gateway behind this Sun card as well, which I've kind of just become aware of. This kind of gateway, this green kind of gate here, which could also be talking about this kind of opening into the future. Leaving, because gates to me are always kind of a sense of walking out of one kind of period of your life and moving into another one. Like a change of scenery, like something changes. So it's a symbolic kind of like opening a gate into something else, opening a door into something else. And the gate is also kind of ornate, and it's not like this hermit door here. It's not like solid, it's not like blocked, it's not like no way in kind of door. This is kind of open. You can see the kind of trellis work and things on that gate. It's kind of, you can see through it. So there's already this kind of openness to that door, to that gate. So let's see what we have over the top of the Messenger of Water here for Sagittarius and the person they have an energetic connection with. Sagittarius. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is talking about a time out. There is a healing process. But it's also talking about non-action. And so maybe with this card here, of them coming in as this kind of, or maybe you yourself, Sagittarius, are going to come in as this, but I don't feel that so much. But it could be that you're going to be the one that makes this offer, and there needs to be some reflective thought on it. This person's going to be thinking about it, or it could be, like I was saying earlier, that you may just reject that as it not being enough, and this person kind of feeling defeated, like a sense of like, you know, all these swords are about to drop on them from a great height. So maybe they're also kind of trying to sum up their courage here. Maybe that's how they're feeling, that if they come forward, You know, they don't know what's going to happen next. If they come forward and make this offer, it's kind of like, you know, you could just do that. You could just say no. So they're in this place of not doing anything, of no movement, of no... Yeah, no movement, no communication, this sense of being very... caught up in their mind. Caught up in, like, what's the best thing to do? What is the best thing to do here? Should I, shouldn't I do this? And what happens if I do this? So there's a lot of holding back, I feel, here with this as well. A lot of holding back. It's like they want to do this, but they don't know what to do about it. They don't know how to make the offer. But I do feel as though there is something coming in. Or maybe you're picking up on that on a psychic realm as well, on a kind of more in-tuned way with this person, Sagittarius. So from the sun of this moment of clarity and kind of understanding and kind of being up in the heights, shall we say, there's this sudden, yeah, maybe that's what it is, there's this sudden kind of fear, possibly as well, that kicks in with this person, of the enormity of all of this. For their life. Okay, Judgment card. That card keeps coming out. And it came out in reverse as well. It was turned over. I didn't even realise it had turned over. Judgment card. Over the top of the High Priestess. And then I feel it's this energy here. It's this kind of fear. It's this this person is reluctant to make a move. To make a move in any direction because of the judgment they feel that's going to come from it. The judgment from yourself, the effect it's going to have on their life in a bigger scale as well. They'd rather not know anything than know anything for definite, is how I'm picking this up. They would rather just not know. They'd rather kind of live in this kind of this space here. They would rather it stayed like this. They would much rather it kind of just carried on in this energy because they can cope with that energy on some level. They can deal with that. They kind of know where they are. But when it comes to them actually having to step forward, that's the scary part. Because the Judgment card in this particular story here is about Arthur and Guinevere. And of course Guinevere kind of had a relationship with Arthur's best friend Lancelot. But in this card, Arthur has kind of come to terms with the fact that he was also very much a part of this, that it wasn't just about Guinevere. So I don't know whether it does involve a third party. For some of you Sagittarians, it may well involve a third party and somebody asking for forgiveness for that situation. But if it doesn't involve a third party, I'm feeling more along the lines that in stepping forward, there's kind of a judgment call. It's kind of like, you know, something has to then happen. It can't stay in this kind of limbo place any longer. And this person doesn't want to know the answer, I feel, because it's in reverse. But it's a major arcana card. So it's kind of like it's heading in that direction anyway. Whether they like it or not, it's going to get to a point where a judgment call is going to be made either by yourself, Sagittarius, or they are going to have to step forward and make it, because it can't continue in this same vein. And also because it's come out over the top of this intuitive kind of energy of yours that you're going to be kind of stepping into. It's like they're also going to have to accept that. They're also going to have to accept that this is your life. If they want to be a part of your life. And they may have difficulties with that as well, Sagittarius. So I'm just going to pull some animal oracle cards very quickly to see what they would like to say here for Sagittarius and the person that they have an energetic connection with. Animal oracle cards, what would you like to say? Okay. I will also say as well, with these two cards at the centre of the reading, they're very opposite energies, very opposite. This is very much the emotional realm, the intuitive and knowing, and this is very much the logical realm. So this could also be kind of something to do with this energy that I was talking about earlier, where you're both coming at things from different angles. This person may be very, very logically minded, that they need to have things make sense to them. And you, Sagittarius, may not be in that place at this time. You may be kind of, as I was saying, stepping into this more very kind of accepting your emotional intelligence here. So we have the brown bear spirit. And it's literally saying, take time out. Because, of course, that's what the brown bear does. The brown bear hibernates, goes into hibernation. He hides from the world, and it's kind of interesting because it's this kind of energy here as well, taking time out, but it's also your energy here as well, this Queen of Water energy of not kind of rushing anything. Brown bear spirit. Take time to kind of getting this feeling of taking time to let things settle, maybe. And we also have the dog spirit, which is saying be loyal to what you love. So this could also be talking about being loyal to your own self here. To what you love in the sense of what it is that you find most pleasure in. But I'm also getting a sense of kind of being loyal to each other here as well. being loyal to what you love. And lastly, we get the Wombat Spirit, be at home. And they're all very interestingly coming out for me as like the brown bear hibernating, staying indoors, being in your own environment. And the dog, of course, is very much the loyal companion in your home, in your environment. Somebody who you can be very kind of close to here. In the sense of also the Wombat Spirit, be at home as well. So it's kind of saying to me that there's this kind of overall energy here of you both kind of being in your own space at this time. You both kind of like being in your own homes. And I do feel as though this is about separated, like somebody has definitely left this situation here, Sagittarius. So you're both in your own places, you're both in your own space, and that's basically where you both need to be at this time, to just allow this process to unfold, because that's really what the bear does. It kind of goes into hibernation and things change. When he comes back out again, it's not kind of the same period of time after he's gone into this deep sleep. So the two crystal cards that have come out for you here, Rhodochrosite, is seek the feeling of everlasting love. Your soulmate will find you. So that's kind of what I was picking up, I think, with this energy here, even though I didn't particularly say it or want to say it, or kind of sometimes I feel as though it's overused, this idea of the soulmate, but with the 2 and the ace and the 6 there as well, it does feel like it's very, very strong, like I was saying, possibly lifetime connection, soulmate energy, if you believe in that. And then we also have the rose quartz, again another pink energy, which says carry unconditional love with you, be peaceful. It's kind of feeling a similar energy with this bear and this dog and this wombat spirit. They're all very kind of peaceful, kind of loving energies of grounded in your own energy here, like being in your own space, I feel. Unconditional love, kind of, you know, taking care of you here. And in taking care of yourself, you will also be able to take care of others. And when you're ready, love will find you. It will find you where you are. And if that is the same energy as this here, then that's what it will be. And for some of you, it will be. For some of you, it will be something completely different. But I do still feel that there is this kind of incompletion. And maybe things still need to take time to work through. Maybe that's the message from this particular reading. And maybe that's what I'll put on the actual reading itself. So thank you very much, Sagittarius, for watching and listening to my readings. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed to my channel, those of you who have been here for a while and have been with me and helped me to grow my channel. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And for those of you who've just recently subscribed to me as well, thank you very much. My numbers are slowly getting back again. I've actually gone over where I was previously before I lost the other subscribers. So I'm feeling really quite pleased about that, and the comments that I've had recently as well have been really uplifting as well. So please feel free to leave me a comment as well. It is really nice to get feedback from people out there who are watching my readings, and knowing that, you know, just a message that I'm putting out there is helping somebody in some way really kind of gives me encouragement to keep on going. So thank you again. Please also, if you're interested, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel, and please thumbs it up for me, because the more thumbs I get, the more the videos go out there into the bigger YouTube world, as I like to call it, and the algorithms pick it up, they take it out there, more people get to see the videos, hopefully they'll come back to my channel and subscribe, which is what it's all about, trying to grow the channel, trying to get the messages out there. So also, if you tap that bell, you will get the future videos as and when I put them out. I do new moons, full moons, all the zodiac signs. I do general reading now for every zodiac, as well as a love reading as well. And also the changing of the planets as well, like bigger astrological energies as they move and change. I will do videos on them as well. So if you're interested, everything is on my playlist. There is a playlist there for everything that I've done so far, so you could go and check them out. Sagittarius, the general read that I put out yesterday, I think you may find that quite interesting. Also, if you're a cusp sign, you're going to be at the end, or sorry, the beginning of Sagittarius, moving out of Scorpio, kind of 0 degrees of Sagittarius. Check out your Scorpio readings. And also, if you're the other end, then you're going to be leaning more into the Capricorn reading, which I will be putting out soon. So that's kind of 29-degree mark, moving into Capricorn energy. So those readings will be coming out soon. You may also want to check them out. And like I was saying, check out the other readings for your moon, your rising, and especially your Venus, because this is what it's all been about. So with that all being said, once again, thank you very much, Sagittarius. Please take really good care of yourselves at this time, and also take care of anybody else that you can around you. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.